Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another session of Facebook Live. We have a special guest with us today, LaTrice Williams. LaTrice practices real estate in all of Greater Toronto area. LaTrice, we're so happy to have you with us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
That's
Do this.
wonderful. LaTrice does have a team. So, LaTrice, you are the team lead of your team. Currently, you have two buyer agents on your team. However, you are building also your organization within eXp. How long have you been with eXp, LaTrice? Just a little bit of a background about you.
Background's okay. I've been with eXp. It just happened to be a year for me this March that just passed. So just a
Amazing.
year and a little bit. And yeah, so I joined eXp and I now have 9 wonderful agents in my organization that are working with me, and I'm offering them mentorship and leads and support. And that just kind of spiraled organically. Like I joined eXp and a week later I had an agent join with me.
That's amazing. So speaking about leads, what is it? How do you generate these leads for your agents, your organization? Is it organic or do you use a lead gen system to do it?
It's definitely both. I have built my business now to repeat and referral. So I'm really focused on listings this year. So if I have a buyer lead that, some of my agents that are on my personal team can't accommodate, I then offer it to the agents that are in my organization. So it's kind of on a first come first basis.
Yeah. And the learning process with your team members. Do you guys do meetings? Do you guys what kind of training and support do you provide for your realtors?
So generally we have a Monday call that happens where, we'll ask the agents what topics they want to discuss. So I also do have a business partner within my team that's joined my organization. Her name is Sasha Vella, and we mentor these agents together. So her and I will brainstorm a lot of what we focus around with the Modern Agent Academy, which is what my organization is called, is social media. Because I've seen tremendous growth in my business with social media. So we facilitate helping them create content. We discuss, what kind of content should you be putting out? How are you educating your following? Providing that.
And how are they finding the results with social media? Is their followings increasing with your guidance?
Yeah, I believe it is. We do a quarterly award for our agents on who has the most social media growth and personal development. And I find that really exciting because then for that quarter, I get to watch them put content and, be relatable and interact with their following. So I definitely see the growth for all of them. But what I do tell them all the time and what I've experienced with myself is that, I've organically grown my following over the last 6 years. Yeah. And I haven't purchased followers. I have over 5,000 followers now that have all just found me from me being authentic and consistent on social media. So it's really about consistency, and I kind of drive that home with them.
That's amazing. So what is the consistency? What's the message that's consistent in all of your social media that you send out to? What do you find attracts more to your social media?
So what I share with the agents, and I've discussed this within the organization that I've joined because I've done a couple speaking topics on social media, is I think that it's really dependent on your personality and who you are. So my social media is going to be much different than one of my agents. I'm a person who loves to share. I'm very social. I'm bubbly. I love to dress up. I love to go out to eat. I love to show the homes that I show. So that's really what my social media focuses around. It's lifestyle and, my career and a little bit of my family. Whereas I have those on my team who don't want to do that. They don't want to share their family, or they don't want to share their personal life, and that's fine. They're still sharing and, engaging with their following, but in a much different way. So I think it's totally dependent on the actual person, but there's definitely ways either way that you can engage.
Absolutely. What social media platform do you find the most engaging with your clientele or your past clients?
For myself, it is Instagram. Instagram's my home.
That's what I find too. Like no matter where I post, I just find the most engagement happens. And I find myself checking it a lot more often than I do with any other social media platform.
Yeah, I'm so comfortable on there. That's where I've grown the biggest following.
Yeah.
And, a lot of the people on there have been following me my whole career. So they've seen it evolve and they've seen my team grow and my assistant join. So they're always like cheering me on. And that's really motivating and inspiring to me to be like,
Yeah.
I have these people who have been following and are happy for me. And it's a
Awesome.
place of like enjoyment and like a family feeling, right?
Yeah.
I also obviously use other platforms like Facebook and things like that, but it's not the same for myself. I get a lot of business from Instagram.
That's amazing.
Right? Yeah.
It definitely has a more of an outreach. Do you utilize YouTube as well?
I've tapped into it, but I'm not fully there yet. I think it's because I'm a person of comfort. Like I like things that I'm comfortable with, and I'm very comfortable with Instagram.
Yeah.
And I know how to do things and how to monetize it and use it to my advantage and share with people. YouTube, I haven't got there yet, but that's definitely on the goal list this year. I definitely want to tap into more video. And I love that YouTube, like the video's there and people can Google it and check it and, rewatch it. I love that part about YouTube.
And it's just there forever. It's funny that you say what you're comfortable with. I find the agents that are, successful with whatever platform that they're using, it's because they're most comfortable in that platform.
Exactly.
Like I've talked to YouTube users that are not even remotely comfortable with Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, but they're all about the YouTube. So it's really whatever you're comfortable doing and whatever you're using.
Yeah, I agree.
Have you talk about a little bit about AI? Have you integrated any of that into your social media platforms?
I guess we could go to ChatGPT just a little bit. I definitely use that. I feel like it gives things a more polished feel, but I'm also not, in all transparency, I'm not a very techie person. So I will use that to my advantage. So I haven't dug deep, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, when it first came out, I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah,
and then you can use this and you can use this and you could do this. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't have enough time in the day to do it. However, there's so many cool features about it that'll just help you with the content and so forth. When it comes to your business, what is generally your clientele? Is it, first-time home buyers? Is it moving up? Is it luxury? What type of clientele do you service?
I love that question because when I first started, it was 6 years ago. So it's definitely first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
And that's what I was a first-time home buyer. I purchased my own home. So I went through the process, and then it was easy for me to not only educate people on how to do it, but to relate to them and their stresses and how they felt about the process.
Yeah.
And, as my career evolved, I decided that I wanted to not only just work with first-time home buyers, but expand a little bit. And my aspirations and goals are definitely to tap into the luxury real estate market. And so I've been working towards that, but I definitely see now it's a mix of everything. Like I've had the luxury listings, I've had the people moving on, I've had the people downsizing, I've had the first time home buyers, I've had the investors, which I'm loving. I love working with investors. So now it's a mix. And I'm definitely leaning towards just listings. Listing agent.
Yeah.
But it's exciting, like all of the goals that I've set, and I'm watching it transpire and it's all coming together and it's really exciting.
That's amazing. What would be your advice? I mean, I hear agents saying, my goal is to work with first-time home buyers. That's all I want to do. Or I want to work with retirees only. Now hearing, you went from working with just a specific group to now broadly working with all types of different groups of buyers and sellers. What would be your advice to a realtor that says, I only want to work with a specific group of buyers or sellers?
I think that unless you have an abundance of business in that area, it's unrealistic. Like I tried that and it was, okay, I don't have enough first-time home buyers, right? And I have people who want to move on, and I'm not going to say no to the business. I can help them and I can give them a great service.
Yeah.
So, why not do that? And I think the part of me leaning towards being a listing agent, but that was in a process of me saying, okay, now I have to build a team because I have repeat and referral business, and I can't say to my repeat and referral business, I'm not doing buyers anymore. Yeah. I'm going to train the agents that I bring on to service them the way I would, and then I'm always there in the background as well. So I can still do all of those things under the umbrella, but knowing that I want to work mostly with listings. Yeah. You still do, but even myself, I'm saying that, but I still have 3 buyers I'm working with right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And to have that diversity, when you limit yourself to have one type of buyer or one type of seller, I mean, to have different types, you're just broadening how much money that you can make in this business and how many people that you can actually service rather than just focusing on that one.
Exactly.
Yeah. What are your goals for your team for 2024? Now we're halfway through 2023, but what would be year end, I guess, for year end?
I feel like time is flying, but
It really is.
For year end, I have goals like for my organization and my team. My team, I definitely want us to get more into a structured, I want to say not family, but a structured unit. And it's not because that, no one was motivated to do that. It's just that life happens. And one of my team members had a baby and we were super excited for her. And she's now just come back with us. And then my other team member who's joining or has joined, but is fairly new, like I want it to mesh together well. My assistant has been with me from the beginning and she's amazing. So she kind of keeps everyone together. So I think the goal is just a little bit more structure. Me being able to help them with their goals a little bit more, definitely provide them with more leads. I want everyone on my team to be successful.
That's amazing.
And then for my organization, I would just love for it to grow, obviously, but I don't want to grow too quickly because I do provide mentorship and, support for the agents. I don't want it so that I can't do that. So I think we're going at a great pace and I love that. I definitely want to see, more agents join us and love being there. And I think the goal that me and my business partner have with our organization is just, that everyone is doing business, but we're also getting together a little bit more. Yeah. Especially in the summer, everyone gets busy and you're working. I'd love to do some more team building activities.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah. Just to bring them together to collaborate more. I think, your strength clearly comes and show your team leadership shows clearly talking to you. And I think, your team members are very happy working with you because you do provide that leadership and that mentorship, which a lot of new agents look for. That's what they need. Once they're up and going, they're just there and they just need you for that extra support, feeling that little bit of confidence when they're doing their deal. So you're doing a fantastic job with that.
Thank you.
How are you finding it at eXp now that you're building your organization within eXp?
So that was one of the reasons I decided to join eXp. Right before I joined, I had probably the craziest year of my career, like extremely busy. But, with COVID and the way that everything was, what I was lacking was support from my brokerage, and not in a bad way, but that's just the cookie crumbled at the time. So it left me with like these 2 crazy years of extreme production, and I did it by myself from home. But I was really burnt out. So I thought okay, so your career is going in a different way now. And, you want to continue to grow. How can you grow and also do the goals that you had? Because ever since I got into real estate, I've always had this dream of having a boutique brokerage. Was not that no men can be involved, but predominantly women, and it was a small knit family, and we all did luxury real estate. That's been my goal ever since. And so when I joined eXp, it gave me the opportunity to kind of do that, or at least lay the foundation without 100%. All the liability of being a brokerage.
Yeah.
Right, and then also providing the agents that join me with support from myself, but also the organization that I joined, which I love.
100%.
It was. The organization I joined, Agents Unleashed, is just like the most supportive and it both personally and professionally. Yeah. Right. And so the agents that come and I share these sentiments with them and they're like, I didn't have this at my last brokerage. And I'm like, well, it's a whole different experience at eXp. It's more of like, we all want to see each other do well. And it's beneficial for all of us to do well. Yeah. And not only that reason, but it's just like the people in my organization are amazing. So eXp is
nice to be able to bring the people that you bring on into your own organization. That is your comfort level, but you can bring them on to that as well, which is really nice. They can attend their events, and they can attend, whatever training sessions that they're doing. And it's not just you having to do it all.
Exactly. So I have all the support to help the agents that I bring. And it's like, this mini version of this dream that I've had for the last 6 years. Yeah. And, I'm learning how to tweak it and what I would do differently and things like that. So eXp has just opened up so many opportunities for me. I'm really, really, really happy.
Well, we're so, so happy to have you with us, LaTrice. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to chat with you on our Facebook Live. I'm sure a lot of agents had a lot to take from what you can bring to the table and how you help your team members. And hopefully we'll see you in the near future at one of our events. Hopefully we'll see you at eXpCon in September. Not sure if you guys got your tickets or not, but we're super, super excited about that event. And wishing you all the success. If there's anything that you need, just know your leadership team is here to support you, to help you in any way possible. And again, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.